Welcome. Hello. Hello, hello. You guys are listening. So, I'm plugging the stream now, but as you see, we are indeed live with the UPA Season 3 draft stream, and I'm here with a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Wait, let me see if this shit is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Alright, what's up, fellow gamers? Super Christo64 here, and we will be doing a draft stream right now. So, yeah, what does it say?
I'm just gonna be. Okay, so at everyone. Draft stream, come join.
Yeah.
Everyone, draft stream,
Okay,
come join.
You did this on the correct channel. Congratulations.
I was just making sure. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Like I'm just plugging a bit, but yeah. As you guys see in front of you, there is the draft order that the coaches have been divided into. So as we see, um, so the first pick belongs to the Los Angeles Lanterns, coached by Lamberito. We have the second overall pick that is going to be given to Matt and the Pittsburgh Double Shocks. We have the third coach going to Ducky and the Sutopolis Psyducks. And the fourth coach is going to the Mika and the Berlin Mouse. And then the fifth coach is to Maki and the Las Vegas Leaves. And then the sixth coach is to Indomitable Will and the San Antonio Spars. And then the seventh coach goes to Endless and the Indiana Sneezlers. The ninth overall pick goes to Frito and the Welchians. The 10th overall pick goes to Gunk and the Valencia Coronas. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, and then the 10th pick goes to my good friend Chris and the Miami Overheat. The 11th
Hey,
pick,
let's go.
the 11th pick goes to me.
Shitty ass pick yet again. Woo!
The 11th pick goes to
By the
me.
way, guys, since I just stopped Ryan right on his tracks, don't forget to like the stream and all that stuff. Like, come on, all it takes is a click. Like the fucking stream. Okay?
Yes, it takes a
Go on,
stream.
Ryan.
I put it in. Read the description. Like and subscribe. Read the description. But yes,
Yeah, of course. Also subscribe to my homie and all the coaches in the UPA. Do you have these in the description?
yeah, I have
Good.
I have all the coaches in the description. Check them all out. And then we have myself at the 11th pick. We have Fist to Your Doom at the 12th pick. Goki and the Milwaukee Metachamps at the 13th pick. And Soul Boys and the
Hey, man, hold on. You didn't say his team's name. You have to say it.
You know what? It's a good day. I'm gonna do it. It's a good day. I'm gonna do it. Hold on, let me just find it real
Oh my
fast.
god.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, so for the 13th, for the 12th pick, we have. Once I can find it, we have the court of the mighty Rutan Toot and Seal Bash Militia Brothers and their evil twins starring Mega Regimentalics, proud member of the Plant Gang, and Happily
Hold on,
Watered
hold on.
Jazzy's Tears, who is currently being held up by the Sklock while his dad drives his brother to safety in Sonic, the Greninja Green Hill Zone home, and our model Yeetus son Igglybuff to meet them there to save him from Kabutops, who is snipping the manly bitch off of everyone in PGP against their will, while his good pal Rufflet tells J-Caps to cope, crying LARP in the Honest Don Sandstorm, and Honest Tusk and the Honest Treads join the fray, and Registeel rides off into the sunset on his favorite Hans, and oh my god, is that a guest appearance from Best Generation 9 starter Quaxley and Mirror B Ludicola Dance Squad? This Pokemon Draft League is sponsored by Haz and the Random Yamega who show up despite the haters, subscribers, or so they call you Fist Your Doom. And then we have for the and then we have for the 13th pick, we have
Yes, he
Goki and the
did. Oh
Milwaukee
my god.
Metachamps. And then we have 14th pick, Soul Blaze, and the Oslo City Dragon Dancers. So, you guys will see my face when it happens. So basically, next time you guys will see my face. But basically, I'm here to critique everyone on the drafts, and then we're gonna go to do the PR slide after we go through all the teams. So I'm gonna write L.A. Lantern. Okay. So let's start.
Wait, so did you enable facecam? Because
I did.
Your stream it doesn't show facecam. That's weird.
It's no, Chris.
My stream is.
Chris, it's. I have all the scenes planned. This one does not facecam. Every other one does. That's how I made it. So, let's go to Lamb's team. And as you see, now you shall see, I am here. So, we see the Los Angeles Lanterns' team. And, I'm going to be real. Chris, what do you have to say about this team?
You have a slight delay on your stream, by the way.
That's fine.
And, well, about this team, the team is quite the team of all time, to say the least. It's like, Lamb did some very interesting picks, to say the least. Like, very first pick he got, and he chose his Ho-Oh, which is a great Pokemon, but go for first, like the very first, there's Scully Ice, Mewtwo, and stuff like that. Like, for me, Ho-Oh is not the first pick.
So, yeah,
and also, are we going to talk about the Serendipity?
I was gonna say, Lamb, I'm sorry, you're awesome. I'm gonna have to deduct points for the round 3 Fez and the round 1 pick 1 Ho-Oh. That's unacceptable. Round 1 pick 1 Ho-Oh? No. You're supposed to have, go do a Calyrex or Eternatus. Fist, I'm sorry, I don't really know how to fix that because it's coming from my speakers. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know, but we're gonna roll with it. But yeah, we see Lando.
I hope I don't have it on me.
No, it's not you. It's on my end because it's the speakers bounce off the mic, etc. It's yeah, but yeah. We see that Pheasant Ho-Oh.
Yeah, you also cut off a bit.
And okay, continue.
Yeah, I just want to say you were cutting off, but yeah, I want to say, like, bro, I'm sorry, with all due respect, what were you smoking when you picked Serendipity round 3? I mean, it's Ubers, there's not enough fairies, and it's a good mon, but round 3?
Also,
like, this could have been gotten round 4 or 5.
We also need to mention, I wrote down slow because your speed tiers, your fastest mon is base 101. What were you cooking? Landers Incarnate is the speed tier of this team. And Houndstone, I guess, and Sand, but...
I mean, bro, the thing is, Houndstone gets outsped by any Scarfer with a decent speed tier, so it's like, it barely matters.
Also, hello Ducky, hello Fist, hello Frito for joining the chat. Let's do this. Alrighty, so yeah. I think this team's like low-key just like a 7, or a 7.5 or 6.5. Like, it's... The speed, bad. The round 1 Ho-Oh, pick 1 Ho-Oh, bad. The Serendipity round 3?
Honestly, you are way too generous. I would say this team, if I had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's like a 4. Like, seriously, like, it's beyond, it's more than the speed tiers. Like, look at this. Like, I don't see much, like, what's it called? Coordination? I don't remember the exact word, but, like, for example, the bulky cores are, like, very... Like, this team looks all over the place. Like, there's no synergy. That's the word I was looking for. Like, yeah, I personally think this team is awful. Like, it's very slow. The bulky mons don't really glue well with each other. And there's a fucking slacking on my screen. Like,
I'm reading chat, and this says I'd give this a 2.
Honestly, yeah, Endless is correct. Even 4 is too generous, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Fist at 7 is generous. But yeah, wow.
Let them cook. Let them cook.
He's cooking. Okay, so Lamb's team, pretty interesting. Now let's see what happened. So I'm gonna rate this team a 5, just a 5. It evens out. I thought it's at 6. Chris at 4. Evens out to 5. 5. Just being honest.
And I am only like kind enough to give it 4 because it has a lot of power.
And
Like
Ho-Oh.
it's powerful.
Ho-Oh
And
and
also,
Palkia carry this team a lot.
yeah, I mean it's a great Ubers combination, but even then, like it's a very not the best for first round pick. Like the not first round pick, first pick. Bro, I can't speak. Fuck me. Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
What's next?
I agree with this. He said 3.5 IMO. The Ubers are strong at least. Yeah, that's fair. The Ubers are strong by themselves, but they need more support. Like, I'm just being honest. I have no idea if it's on the board, but Lamb, if you're watching this, drop one of your Terras for. If you don't want to drop Terras, that's fine, but either get Iron Boulder or Terra Iron Boulder. Literally, you need speed, or you are cooked. I'm sorry, bro. You need speed badly.
Bro, Iron Boulder would genuinely improve this team so massively. You're
Like
right.
so
Like
much. And
actually, like it's
if
not
you
just
made a
the speed.
Terra, like Terra Iron Border would be great on this team because Iron Border is walled by the steel types. You go into Ho-Oh. Like it would be such a great combination in my opinion if you had
Yeah,
Iron Border on this
Boulder
team.
just works.
Like yeah. I'm just gonna write down on Lambs. I'm gonna write pick up Border please.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think anyone has Boulder.
No one
I'm just
does.
checking. Let me check the.
No one does.
Yeah, I was gonna say let me check the.
I've got, I've, I've done all these lists. No one has border, so yeah, it's free. No one has border, so yeah. So yeah. Now, so that team's okay. Now let's go on to Matt and the Pittsburgh Double Shock, which has, as we see, Eternus Dawn Wings. Interesting Uber combination in my opinion. That's really interesting Uber combination. The Valiant making it that late was really crazy, honestly. But honestly, like looking at this team, it's really good. Having the double fighting with Dawn Wings and Eternus is like really strong. What do you think?
Honestly, I mean, this is Ubers, so I'm not that shocked that Val made it round 3 because, like, a lot of people were focusing on picking up shit like Tusk and, like, things that spin or things that are bulky, like more glue type of fairy
Well, it
types. For
wasn't
example,
round
like,
3 Val. It was not round 3 Val. It was round 2 Val. I just put Dawn Wings in the second spot because that's
oh,
a second Uber. I just put
oh yeah,
both Ubers and
oh yeah,
both
I
up
forgot.
there. So it
Well,
was round
round
2
2
Val.
Val, well, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, why did you think Val was not gonna make it past like I'm confused. Anyways,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get like I know Valent's really good. And also looking at this team's speed tiers are awesome. 130 to 116 is not terrible. Wait. I forgot Cyclozar's base 121 and
yeah,
Ograbon's base 110. Well, this is really good. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna. I really like this team. Like this team, as you said, has good speed tiers. The glue guys kind of like work with each other well. The only issue is that, in my opinion, there's no defensive Terra, which can really backfire in some matchups because you don't have, for example, a defensive fairy type. Like Val is obviously dying to a sneeze. So yeah, I feel
Tora
like
Cat.
so yeah.
But yeah, looking at so if you guys don't know, I last night spent a lot of time putting every single person's team in a prep doc, and so I could have a better look at them all. So, looking at Matt's team, the only types they're really weak to is ice, because the only ice resist is Rotom and Torracat. So, I think it's still good. Like
Yeah,
ice isn't.
yeah, yeah, it's good, but you know what could have really helped this team? Some wish. Like some wish support would really help Rotom, Corviknight, and especially Swampert because it cannot heal otherwise unless it's like Resto Chest or some shit
Yes,
like
you
that.
did, Ducky. And one thing I will say, I think I've said on stream, but Chris knows of one Cali Ice Hack that beats Rotom. So yeah, that's something. So yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I brought it once in season 1 and it never came out of its Pokeball. Makes me sad.
Yep, but yeah. This seems good. I think Ogrepon Also, I'm saying I am so ready. I am so ready when we get to fists, so we can talk about the Ogerpon situation. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, so yeah,
I
Ogerpon
also wanted
Cornerstone.
to add something. I wanted to add something.
Sure.
Even though we shit on Dawnwings and Crozma a lot, this one actually goes really well on this team because it has a lot of guys that smoke dark types.
Yeah.
So like yeah,
Dark types just smoked by
and it
Valiant.
and it
Valentine's
also
for resist
combines
dark
very
type
well.
moves.
And it also works very well with Eternatus getting up T spikes and shit like that. Because yeah, it really helps Necrozma set up Calm Minds, Cosmic Powers, or whatever.
Yeah, I think Dominics is a really good pick on this team. Yeah, underrated.
Yeah, it really did.
So yeah, and it also gives them like a
Yeah.
really good special breaker because they have good breakers. They have Eternatus and Dawnwings for special. They have Valiant, which can be
Actually, bro,
physical. Hmm.
I mean, their breakers is literally the best thing about this team. Come on.
Yeah, they have Urshifu, which is just broken. I think with Terra is going to be great. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, I like him a lot. And then
Ryan, we had the discussion. Shifu with Terra isn't broken. It's just
I
really
know,
good.
it's really good. I said it's a really good breaker. So yeah, so that's Matt's team. I'm gonna actually like think so. I'm just gonna say good offense. Want to give us like an 8 or 8.5?
I'd say an 8 is fair.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8 is
Maybe
8.
maybe 0.5. I don't know.
Yeah, I think 8
Somewhere
because
along those
like
lines.
the just because the only thing that keeps your team back is like something, but like this team has good pivots. Corv, Rotom, Ogerpon, Cyclizar, Swampert, Corv Pert alone is all you need with this team. But yeah, let's go to the next team, which has. So, our next team is Ducky and the Zootopolis Psyducks, who has Ice Rider. Now, how Ice Rider made it to pick 3, I have no clue. What do you think,
Yeah,
Chris?
I mean, one of the pickers was smoking rocks, and the other picked Terna, which makes sense.
Yeah. So looking at Ducky's team, it's a bit weak to ground because the only resists are Mismag, Enam, and Rillaboom. And it has a bit of a weakness to.
Yeah, and grassy terrain doesn't really help because people can just run high horsepower.
It's weak to rock, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, it's fine. And then it's also pretty weak to ghost.
Actually, no, that's actually really bad. It's not just because of all the rock type Pokemon, but the weakness to the hazard,
Yeah.
forcing a lot of boots every week. Like if you run like 6 boots every week, you're gonna be way too predictable, and it's not going to be a fun time for you.
I mean, you have a good spinner in Drill, so that's there. And also, you basically have a second Uber because Terra Raging Bull is basically an Uber. Let's be real. That thing's broken.
Yeah, I have won a chip with it, and yeah, I can.
That thing is so broken with Terra. Like honestly, Ducky's team is honestly like I I like it a lot. It's just so much offense. It's so offensive with like Calyrex Ice, murder everything, Raging Bull, do things, Rillaboom, Glide, Slowking can pivot, Sneasler can be a Scarf pivot, Drill can be a Hazard Mon, Incineroar can be really good with like U-turn potting shot, Enam, good special breaker, Dunsparce. It's a Dunsparce. It's coming versus Basculegion, Houndstone, and that's it. And then Miss Magus is a good offensive piece. So low key, this team might be top 5. Low key, like I like it a lot.
I definitely disagree. At least I haven't looked through all the
I
teams
haven't
because you
either
put them all.
in depth. That's why we're doing it here. So yeah,
I mean, it's a good team. It's a really
really good
good
team.
team, but
Yeah,
it's not like crazy in my opinion
yeah,
or
it's not
something.
that crazy, but
Like
it's really good.
it has a lot of flaws. Like it's weak to a lot of things. Like for me, being so weak to Edgequake is a no. Like not just in Ubers, but in any draft ever.
What do
Because
you
like
mean? They're not weak to Earthquake. They have Evilite Dunsparce. What are you talking about?
shake my head.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Next team. So yeah, Duckies I think is just
I'm
really good.
spacing my vote.
Anyway, let's go to Mika's team, which and the Berlin Blacephalons that have Mewtwo. So we're dealing with Mewtwo Giratina.
Taki, you're not wrong, but it's, in my
Yeah,
opinion, way too weak to bet quick.
you're not wrong. Yeah. So as we see on Mika's team, Mewtwo. So this one's broken. As we know, Mewtwo is broken.
Yeah, bro, I always say it, like, if Mewtwo doesn't go in the first three fucking picks, something is really wrong.
The only issue
I still remember,
Go ahead.
bro,
Go
I
ahead.
still remember season one when you got it like, not round there, pick five.
You
Pick
got
five and
Callie
you got this
before me. To be
motherfucker.
fair, you got Callie.
Oh, I got Kali after you, but yeah, that's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Honestly, what were they thinking?
I
Like,
don't
someone
know.
picked Kyurem-Black, pick two.
No.
That was,
It
bro,
was like
that's a
Kyurem-White
war
pick
crime.
one. It was like Kyurem-White pick one, Dialga Origin pick two, or something like that. It was so weird. I was like, what the
No,
heck?
no, it was Kyurem-Black pick two. Trust me. If it's not pick two, it's
Okay.
pick
And
three.
yeah,
And it was
and
it
then
was really insane.
and then but the one issue I see on this team, your only ghost is Terrakin Gambit. That's not good.
Only what? Oh, Ghost resist.
It's
Yeah,
Terrakin
that's
Gambit.
really
That's
bad.
it.
But not just. I mean, wait. They can use Terra Mungis as a sort
That
of,
is true. And
you know.
also one thing I am seeing, the fire
But you know what
resist.
sucks about that?
Yeah.
The thing that really sucks about this is that if you have to Terra Among Us to like deal with the ghost types, then that means that King Gambit is not as good without being able to Terra. So like, you know,
Let's
that's a
go.
really
Crap's here.
big problem.
How's it hanging, Crap? But yeah, let's see.
Also, what do you mean about fire resist? They have a whole ass Giratina and Primarina. Like what? What the fuck
Um,
are you talking about?
all I'm saying, someone could draft Blaziken, run SD, knock off Thunder Punch, and Flare Blitz, but then
Um,
paying.
it's something. First off, there's something called a weakening berry. Second off, there's a literal Giratina. That thing dies to nothing. There's
Yeah,
nothing that
you're right.
fucking triggers
You
that.
right. Honestly, the Gear 2 is broken, and then Fizz just said paying
Like
Terraki
what the
Gambit.
fuck are you talking
And
about?
then Fizz just said paying Terra Gambit price to not Terra is highway robbery. But yeah,
Yeah, literally.
I like this
Yeah,
team.
like these weaknesses to the common types are okay. Like they can manage them. The problem is the ghost weakness. Like they have nothing, and that's very concerning.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a really I like this team a lot. Let me just write down like Mika's team is really strong. Like it's like really good bulky offense. Like it has good pivots in
Thanks a lot, Crep.
Landorus.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate Crap, but yeah, as we see, it has good pivots. Like Landorus, you can run slow pivot U-turn into Giratina, run eject button if you want in a matchup, and then go into your offensive threats. Like, and also, like, all I'm saying, just imagining Giratina, Terrakin Gambit is just gross. That's just gross to me.
Yeah. Honestly, the only thing I would change on this team is Whimsicott. Like, Whimsicott is not a bad Pokemon by any means of the imagination. Any stretch of the imagination there.
Yeah.
I am... Guys, I use the not native English speaker excuse a lot, but I'm actually just stupid. So, yeah. But yeah, I would drop Whimsicott to grab a normal type. Because, like... You already have a Fairy type, you already have a Grass type. I don't see the speed tier being necessary since you have Kilowatt. So yeah, I would just drop that and grab something that can deal with ghost types better.
The only types you're missing on this team is a normal, fire, fighting, and then you're missing bug and rock, which aren't necessary. I don't think.
Normally,
Yeah.
I would also not like the lack of a fire type, but they have a whole ass Mewtwo, so like she has a whole ass Mewtwo, so it's all good.
Yeah. Also that. Yeah, I just realized. King Gambit's your only ghost and rock resist.
Well, the issue is, since we talked about the fire type, actually, Other than some Terra Blast and Mewtwo, they're actually not the best ways to hit steel types other than Landos. Or like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Terrace.
But
Yeah, I mean,
it's not as big it's not as big of an issue as the ghost weakness. Like the ghost weakness is the biggest thing.
yeah, it's not the biggest get ghost resist. Though double steel, but neither resist rock. Lol. But
I
wait,
mean, one of
wait.
them does, but
One of them
if the
does, yeah.
Terra,
Yeah, but yeah, let's. Yeah, I like this team a lot. It's a really good one. King Gam is not steel anymore. Honestly, fair enough. Fist, fair enough. Cause Terra, but yeah, I think Mika's team is really
basically,
strong. I think Mika's team is really strong. So yeah, I think it's
yeah,
just
fuck with it.
yeah. Now let's go on to Maki's team, which has
Wait,
Lunala.
we didn't say. Wait, we
What?
didn't say the ratings and shit.
Yeah,
Or what
I
would you
think it's
say?
like an 8, or honestly, like an 8-ish. Lando fake bird.
Yeah,
You don't hate
I'd say,
bird. What?
yeah, I would say it is, yeah, an 8. It's better than the previous team. Let me open the doc and actually look at the teams a bit, like, because I don't, and why am I not doing this? Hold
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah, I'm just look. I have them all put up on a prep doc, and like, low-key, we got some awesome teams coming up. So I hope you guys y'all are excited. Don't hate the bird. Hate
Yeah,
this team.
I would put, okay, so I would put Mika's team definitely above Ducky's. I don't think I've rated Ducky's team. I think it's a 7.
Okay, yeah, and then
And I think Mika's is above Ducky's and slightly worse than Matt's. Yeah, I'd say that's it.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, Ducky, we are not giving Landorus Dragon Ascent. What are you? What? Anyway, let's go to
Oh
Maki's.
yeah, Landorus, my favorite dragon.
Also, I remember the funniest thing was the draft order. It was Mika then Maki. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, let's go to Maki's team, which has, as we see, Lu Nala and Zamazenta-Crowned as the Ubers. And by the way, that is Terratusk. You guys can't see it, but that is Terratusk. Just so you know. You can barely see it of the purple, but it's Terratusk. But yeah. This team's good, I think. Sun team without the
Wait.
sun.
Oh wait. Oh, my the stream was a little behind. Sorry, I just caught up.
Sun team.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. Keep talking. Keep talking.
So I'm just being honest. Lunala with double fighting is insane. Forcing out every single normal type in the game. No normal type will stay in versus you. They will have to double out every single time. And like all the dark types that want to force in Lunala, you have double fighting. Nothing is taking it on here. We should give Lando Brave Bird and Recover and give it back a knockoff. Crap, why?
Guys, I think the fires in LA are happening because of crepes cooking. I'm not gonna lie. You have blood on your fucking hand.
Hey, I know this team, lol. Whoa, I wonder how that happened. But yeah, this team, it has.
Yeah, some edgy ass humor.
But yeah, this team has
Anyways,
Satan Incarnate in freaking Terra Hydropple. As of recent, I can't beat that Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but as of recent, I've lost two. Playoff runs to Terra Apple. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, your mic is kinda cutting off a few times.
That's fine. But it's
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
alrighty. But yeah, as we see, this team's really good. The only weakness you have on the type chart is to ice when you have a literal Vaporeon, you have a literal Tinkaton, you have a literal Zamazenta-Crowned, and you have a Terra Apple that could be Terra Steel. Like, I think this seems like really good. This seems like really solid.
Yeah, Ryan, you talk about 80% of the like, and we have give me some. So yeah, first off, I want to respond to Crep. And I wanna say, yeah, real homies sabotage each other the best they could. That's what I do with Ryan. He can confirm. Okay, so yeah, about this team, yeah, it's really like very overwhelming offensively. It has very good speed tiers, except from the gap that is between Zapdos and like Moon. That would be the only issue. But even then, it's not that big of a deal. I really like their Fairy Dragon Steel. I mean it's double steel, but yeah.
And double
And also like
dragons.
their course in general. Ask is obviously the best hazard removal in the game. The Terras are really good, as I said. Terra Drapple is demonic, and Vaporeon can be really nice if you need to get out of a shitty matchup versus something in
Like
particular.
Basculegion! Like Basculegion!
Yeah. And also, this team has a shit ton of fucking of pivot, like Moon, Vaporeon, Zapdos, even like Power
Even,
Flame. If I didn't say that already,
even,
bro, even Hydrapple and Great Dusk can run some eject back shit and pivot.
Chris,
It's like
you,
really nice.
Chris, you
What
forgot
is
the
it?
most important momentum Pokemon. Teleport Lunala.
Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has teleport. Yeah, I
Yeah, it
mean,
says teleport.
yeah, bro. Yeah, it does have teleport. I mean, Lunala is barely ever gonna be using teleport, but still, that also adds up to all the
Yeah.
options.
And yes, you did, Will. You came right before your team. So I'm just gonna write for Maki's team. It's very good. Lots of removal. Lot of removal is very good. Um,
I
removal.
mean, it's just Dusk and Tiflane, but that's a lot of removal for P-Dex.
Yeah, that's good enough for PDX. If if you
That
have
is
two, that's
actually
great.
beyond incredible for P-Dex. Like, not just good.
I low key,
But yeah,
this team makes me want to rate like a 9, like low key 9, kind of.
yeah. I mean, I guess there could be an issue with ghost types, but because you don't want to use Roto Immune defensively, but
You have a Terra
yeah,
Hydrabla that
I'd
can
say
literally run Terra Dark or Terra Normal.
yeah, that's true.
Literally.
But being forced into a Terra type, it could be really bad because it leaves you like
I
I don't know,
get
it makes
that.
you a bit more predictable in prep. That's I mean, but yeah, this is still the best team so far. I feel like
Yeah,
for
agreed.
sure.
So yeah, that's I think it's a 9, but yeah, let's see. Let's go to Will's team, which
I also think it's a
let's
nine.
go to Will's team who has Groudon. Groudon. So,
Ryan, I want to ask, are you like putting down the ratings of both
I
of us?
I'm writing down like a lot of I'm writing down a lot of them. Like, but the ratings aren't gonna really matter too much. We're just gonna be I'm just doing them because it's fun. But like we're gonna be like going into the power ranking scene after we go through all the teams,
Uh,
and then we're gonna be like doing like
actually,
that.
for me it matters because my brain is kinda like fried. I forget things so
Alrighty,
easily.
so
So like, I need the
I know that you put Lambs at 4. You put Matt, I think it was like a 7, I think. The Eternatus team, I think was
no, no,
7.
no, no. I said eight. I said eight.
Yeah. And then the Ducky, believe you said was 7
Seven.
because you said it was
Seven.
you said Mika's was better than Ducky's.
Slightly. Both of them are eight. Put both
Yeah.
at eight.
Yeah, I did. And then
This-
Maki's is 9 for me. That's just me.
Yeah, for me too. Jot it down.
Crap. This is just my Sun team but better. That's the funny part.
It's a walking wake.
It's a Terra walking wake. He's the goat. But yeah, we have Groudon. We have Gordon Ramsay. He's cooking up. Apparently Gordon's gonna call everybody a ham sandwich. But yeah, let's see. Or a
You mean an idiot sandwich?
idiot sandwich. That's what I mean. Yes. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, we see the first idiot sandwich here, but yeah. Well, okay, Let me see.
Wow, Chris. Okay, but
Uh,
yeah, team's really good. Like all I'm saying, you guys have no. But yeah, like we see, Groudon's really good. Meowscarada, just awesome. It's in my opinion, the best Draft League Pokemon. Dragon Ball does not even come close. I think Meowscarada is the best Draft League Pokemon. That could just be a hot take for me, but I think it's the best Draft League Pokemon in normal Moon Power Decks. I think it's the best one ever. Because you can run Scarf, you can run Band, you can literally just run any set, and Meow wins. So, yeah.
it is, yeah. Truth be told, I mean, you're kind of reaching, but at the same time, it is that good. I feel like I've never used it, but I would love to use
I've
it
used it
personally. I just
so
didn't know
many
that it was
times.
drafted.
All you need is to throw a choice scarf on it, and it wins the game. Literally.
Yeah. Another thing I really like about Meow is that like the difference with it and Greninja is that it's much stronger. It can like then Protein nerf doesn't like affect it that badly. And that also it's faster and it also gets a shit ton of hazards,
Yes, it's
which I
faster.
really like because like
It's faster by
the best
one
thing about
point.
Meow, yeah, like the best thing about Meow is even if a matchup sucks, you can just bring it to get up a metric giga shit ton of hazards and leave.
Yeah,
Like that's it.
like versus Tinkaton, you can just get up spikes
Yeah.
easily. But yeah, like Meow has like I was gonna say, like it outspeeds Gren by just 1 point, and can literally just OHKO a Battle Bond Gren if you're Scarf because of Flower Trick or just U-turn, just doing damage. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think this team is
Yeah.
really
Also, I
good.
really
Like let me
like.
write it down. Hold on. So yeah, continue, Chris.
I
Um,
like the Terra Slitherwing because like it allows it to run a lot of sets that normally wouldn't do too much work. Like for example, some insane improvisation that you can do is like run screams on Screamtail and run some sort of weakness policy flame charge on Slitherwing and just go crazy.
yeah, and
Like
like
even something as insane as that, and like Terra gives you the option to hit things that you normally wouldn't be able to. I mean, Slitherwings Slitherwing's coverage is good enough as is,
well, stop.
but it also like opens it up a lot.
Well, stop cooking. Victor Bell is not your best Terramon. Stop cooking. Stop cooking. He is not him.
You were the one who was you're the one who was trolling all this time. Shut up.
What? What?
But yeah, but yeah, I also was gonna say, of course, Terra Wake is a monster. No switch-ins. What I like also, there's really good hazard removal. Like when you have Sun, you can't not have good removal. Like no matter what you pick, you need good removal. Like it's not just Torkoal because Torkoal itself is far from a reliable spinner. While on the other hand, Mandibuzz not only can very reliably like get rid of hazards, but it also can bring in your threats. It can like toxic things. One of the very few things that still get toxic,
And
which is big.
Komal, I
And
guess,
yeah.
but Komal, I guess, but that one's not real. I'm sorry, that one's not real.
One
Komal
is
ain't
not
real.
real, but in certain matchups it could.
Yeah, like
I
versus
mean,
Spectre, I guess.
I drafted this one last season and I never brought it. I was gonna bring it
Exactly.
week 8, but my opponent
You
forfeited.
you won a championship with not bringing it to a single game. What a surprise! He won a chip, guys. He won a chip. Kamala won a chip. Well,
Yeah, oh
we
my
saw
god,
what happened in
Kamala.
WPF. I got Horus and I had Kamala. What do you even say about that? Kamala's not be Horus, but yeah, I think this team is a solid 8.5, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say the same. An 8.5 for sure. Like, it's really great, but not better than Maki's in my opinion.
Yeah. Um.
Because, like, I don't know why, but something about it is like feels off. I don't know why.
And then we have Endless's team, which he rebranded to the Indiana Sneezlers. And as we see, Basque Legion, the fish is here. The
Yes,
fish is
Sirski.
here. So, I think this team is like insanely strong. Like it just has Deoxys, Garchomp, Darkrai, and then just the the Ubers as well.
Yeah, yeah. Offensively, it's extremely strong. Speed control wise, you have of course Deoxys speed, which is incredible. Darkrai, which is an amazing speed tier for Pitex. Although what I don't like is that this team has basically no bulk. Like the only real like Gloomon is Jirachi, and even then, you most times you don't want to do that. Like this team is very like all out attack, and there's also an issue with. Hold on, let me see.
Yes, crap. A
Oh
while
yeah,
ago, I said that he was going to be banned out of his Uber status, but Chris and Fist were like, this mon is not that broken.
we still stand by that. And
Yes.
also, like, we really had to make him listen to reason. Like, bro, like last season, I may have won the championship, but every time I ran into a good normal type, I got cooked. And the one who was really winning games was Raging Bolt and my leader's Looky Look. Basque Legion was my third best mon.
Oh yeah, and then Endless said, yeah, this team is Super HO. I don't love that about, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's Super HO, but like, it works is the thing.
Yeah,
Like, you
it's super.
just...
Yeah, it's super HO and it's also pretty all over the
Cause
place.
let's be real.
Like,
You can just run like lead the Deoxys speed, taunt, spike, rock, and then go into offensive Garchomp or Reshiram
yeah, but the
Basculation.
problem is there is one problem. He has three mons that are absolutely unviable,
Which three?
like Driftblim, Murkrow, and Wigglytuff.
Drifloon is not unviable. You take that back. Drifloon's really good.
It is
Um,
unviable. Like it's extremely situational. Like honestly, most people that lose to it, to unburden and shit, either A, don't have good ghost resists, or B, don't prep for it. And I even respect shit mons in prep, so yeah.
Also, one thing I'm noticing now, the electric weakness is a bit of an issue, but also, one thing I'm seeing, Jirachi is the only fairy resist, so I'd be
Endless,
careful.
actually, yeah, Terra does make it usable, but it's not something that's gonna come too much.
I'd be
I feel
careful.
like
Yeah, like
like
I
I'd be like the first six are going to come to most games, and maybe swap Quack out for one of the top six. Like it's really predictable and super hyper offense, which I really don't like in draft. Like it can work, but for me, it just doesn't.
yeah. Um, I like. I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact
Yeah, I
that
do.
Jirachi is the only fairy resist.
Yeah,
And
that's
if I
another
can
bad
figure
thing.
out what this.
Although Rachi is a decent berry resist, but like it being on its own is not the best.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Because yeah, fairy weakness is a big thing. Like Rachi will be forced into being bulky almost every single week.
And only flying resist is Jirachi, so like bird spam, go bird
Yeah,
spam. But yeah,
yeah.
I think this team is. What do I want to say about it? Like it's offense, is hack offense. I want to say either a 7, 7.5, or 8, or maybe I
I
don't
would
know.
I would say it's a five. I really don't like hyper offense in draft.
Really?
Like
Okay.
not only hyper offense, but like top heavy hyper offense, meaning like everyone can very easily predict what you're bringing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna say a 7 for
Because
me.
you have a fuck ton of like very strong offensive dudes and then some shit mons in the back. Like
Well,
no.
you will. If you didn't know, I already got 100 kills with it, but I didn't draft it this time because I just couldn't, because you will see my team at why it just did not fit the build. But yeah, let's see. So after Endless, we have Frito.
Actually, Ryan, have you ever drafted Quack in UPA? I don't think you have.
I have not because I have not, but also y'all. I just said right here, but I think I've already made public or whatever, but I have hit 100 kills with Quack. So like, because like the last year I got that made 100 was I got 3 choice band ones in a VGC league. So like, not bad, but yeah. Next, yeah, I like this team a lot. Like I think it's
Chomp is a good defensive mon, but what we're trying to say is that the defensive capabilities of the team are really restricted.
yeah, they're
And
really restricted.
I hate to repeat myself, but the biggest problem with this team is how predictable what comes is. Like it's the top six or something or Quack over something on the top six. Like
Yeah,
almost every single week.
if you could bring 10 Mons, like, heck yeah, this thing's broken. But limiting yourself to 6 each week is a bit of an issue, is a bit rough because you
Bro,
want.
Ryan,
Hmm.
next off season, let's do Pokemon Showdown 12 versus 12. Just kidding.
You, you're you're crazy, but yeah, let's see. Alrighty, so we have next we have Frito and fraud alert! Fraud alert!
Oh my god.
Fraud alert! We got
They
the
got-
Zachary! Fraud alert!
They got the shitmon. They got the shitmon in the top left. Oh no.
Fraud! I'm writing that down on the thing. Fraud! Fraud alert! We got the Zaishi and the fraud alert has been made, but yes.
Hey. You know what's crazy though?
What?
That mon in this team structure is actually not bad at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
be
that's the
real.
thing.
In this structure,
The fast fairy type. The fast fairy type really helps with this team. I feel like it really like I don't know fits. It just works.
Oh god. Crapster said man is real, still calling Zation a fraud. Oh no, but basically
Actually, it's worse than a fraud. It's if I start speaking, we'll be here forever. Anyways,
but one thing I do find interesting about this team is the
and
Terra
also,
treads.
Crep, with all due respect to all the coaches in the world, I don't think there's enough people who would come up with the text you have with Zacian.
Yeah, with all due respect, Crep, you literally make people, you make the frauds look like not frauds every single time. It's crazy. But yeah, you make every.
Yeah, it's called being a goated builder.
Yeah, it's so
that's
cool.
because like most people would like bring boots or choice every single week and fail to kill every mon and be like, oh my god, this mon is ass, and it is ass. But if you think outside the box, you can actually cook with it.
But like one thing I will say, like I find that Terra treads really interesting. I think that's gonna cook.
Yeah, I mean,
But also, Terra Serp is just there, and also like I can just imagine this team throwing out T waves everywhere. You know, like Deoxys just throwing Thunder waves, Prince of Thunder waves from Thunderous, Glare from Superior, and just forcing everything to be paralyzed and allowing Zacian to do work. Like or like just getting up a free SD.
Into not your hexpult.
She would know it in Hexpult,
She
but
was
yeah,
not
that's
yet.
right. Yep.
Arctos all fuck around, get your nose.
But yeah, Dragapult, I will always stand by this. Dragapult is always an Uber in Uber leagues. Nothing else. It's an Uber in Uber leagues because it outruns so many Ubers.
I totally agree. This mon is busted. Like, it can run so many different sets. And even if you are like pee pee poo poo brain, like once I entered the lower skill league and I just run like specs almost every week and I got kill leader with it. It's very dumb. Like its speed tier allows you to run like no speed in matchups, like no speed. That is insane. Like max HP.
Yeah, this
Holy
team is
shit.
really interesting. One thing I did just see right now, it's not the biggest issue, but your only ice resists are Keldeo and Cinderace. Not the bulkiest mons around.
I mean, I mean, DOD can help with that, and also Cinderace is actually really good defensive, like a really good Pokemon. I mean, have you not seen OU games, for example? Like their ace is mostly max HP, and max HP ace just works. Like it comes in, takes a hit very well, and even without much attack, it does a lot of damage. It can
Yeah,
also force things out to under control.
yeah. Will said DoD is an Iron Bundle swap in. To be fair, I mean, yeah, but you got taunted or encored, so. But yeah, I think this team, since it's honestly,
Um, the thing is, Ryan, the thing is that if it's not specs, it doesn't do too much damage to Dio.
yeah,
Meaning Dio can always attack or teleport expecting a flip turn.
I like this.
Because taunting is dangerous because if it goes for something like psychic, it does 70 to bundle because it's like fucking glass cannon.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, low key, I like this team a lot. Like the speed is really good. You have 142, 138. That's great. You have 119. Awesome. Like this team is just really. Yes, Will, it does. It's one of the only ones that gets
Yes, it
teleport.
does.
The only ones that get teleport in Paldea are the Deoxys and the Cosmogs, the Solgaleo Lunala. So like, but yeah,
Yeah.
we see like I'm just being honest. This team is really strong because it has first two awesome. It just has so much. It has a good balance between offense and defense, in my opinion. Like Treads, Dio, Overcore defense, Serp, Cowd, Cinderace are offense. Like I like the team a lot. And also we have the best
Yeah,
mon
I
on the
mean,
team, Eevee.
yeah, I was gonna touch on Eevee just for a joke, but
Eevee. We got
you got it
Eevee.
for me. But yeah, honestly, I feel like DOD. Honestly, I feel like DOD is a really important glue to this team because, like, actually defensively, it wouldn't be the greatest if it wasn't for DOD because DOD really works with all the guys that can run defensive sets like Overquill and Cinderace and maybe even Treads.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, also it has very good he has very good hazard removal. And another thing I like is what is
The
it? Oh
hazards.
yeah, there's a lot of priority, a
And
lot of priority.
yeah. And also
Like Sucker Ace,
yeah. And like the hazards are also
Sucker
really
Ace,
good.
Vacuum Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious. I mean look, they have two incredible spikers. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And honestly, I think that's what holds Zacian back, to be honest. Like the thing that holds Zacian back, it's not getting the rolls it needs, but if you pair with like spikes, if you get 3 layers of spikes each game, then yeah, Zacian's gonna be doing work. That's for sure. That's one thing for sure. If you give
yeah,
three
and
layers,
also and also to add on to the spikes comment, you can also like always knock things off. Like he has very good knockoff users, like Treads, Deoxys, Serp, and Thund are very good.
did Serp? I think
And
it does still have knock. I thought I lost, but I think it still has it. So yeah, Serp's good. Yeah.
yeah, why wouldn't it? I mean, there's some weird shit that have knockoff. Doesn't Cryogonal have knockoff?
It might have lost this run. It might have lost it. I have no idea. But so many months lost knockoff like Bisharp. But
I
like
am
yeah.
pretty sure. I am pretty sure it didn't. I mean, I just can't see why.
Okay, yeah. Fritos is still knock. So yeah.
Some
Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, I like him a lot. I think I'm just putting it at like an. It's weird, but because like we have so many teams at this ranking, but I'm putting it at 8. Like it's just so good. Like honestly, either 8 or 9, low key, this team belongs. What do you think?
let me look at the other teams to compare a bit. Where the fuck is it? Come on. I really like this one. I would say it's up there with Maki's team? Question mark.
Yeah, that's a
Or
9
not Maki's
then.
team.
That's a 9
I
then.
don't
So
know.
like.
I'd say actually no. I'd say an 8.5 actually because one thing I almost missed is that this team is really weak to Ghost.
Yeah.
Overquill is not a good Ghost.
You have Eevee. What else do you need?
Although to be fair, like unlike Mika's team, are you still here? You cut off.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. unlike Mika's team, this is like really well structured offensively. Where like if the ghost comes in and claims a kill, something else comes in and claims another. Like it's really strong in that regard.
Yeah, I agree with what Will said. He said, Overcook is a fine ghost swap because AV for special ones and Intimidator for physical ones.
Yeah, I mean AV can work, but the thing is that the thing's speed def is really low, and I don't.
Yeah.
It's like versus a thing like Lunala or a Mewtwo is not gonna cut it. Actually, versus
Versus
Mewtwo is a bit
Lunala,
of a
yes.
mind
Versus
game.
Lunala, yes, because it doesn't get Earth Power.
Yeah, versus Mewtwo is a bit of a, as I said, it's a mind game because if you bring Balloon versus it and it runs just Side Strike and Earth Power, you hardwall it. Yeah.
Or yeah, with like Balloon, but like yeah, let's see. So that's
I brought it
yeah.
versus I brought
hmm
Overquill versus
And
Mewtwo in playoffs
it
before.
it it hard walled, right? It hard walled the Mewtwo, I believe
Yeah,
it did.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, let me talk, man.
Okay.
Yeah, it did. Like chill out. Yeah, like yeah, it did hard wall. Like I just brought it in and it couldn't do anything because it was just plot, recover, side striker's power. Like that's the set they brought week one. So I said, hey, I'm gonna bring Overquill. I'm gonna bring in this set. And if he has thunder, he's better than me. He didn't have thunder, so he wasn't.
He's better than me, but yeah, this seems really good, low key. So yeah, I think 8.5 is nice. And then let's go to, unfortunately, our second fraud watch, which is a really good player in Gunk. They have the fraud Kyurem-Black.
Man, I really had to talk Gunk out of getting Kyurem-Black, but she still got it. Like, and then she even DM'd me saying that she regrets getting it because it sucks. I mean, obviously, I told you it sucks. Come on, like, listen to your boy. Listen to your boy. He knows what he's talking about. Like, come on. But yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, on
to
paper,
be fair, she could get Zekrom again.
Zekrom again would unironically be better, even though Zekrom is shit.
But yeah, like,
Yeah, I mean, on paper, Mag and KB seems like a decent combo, but at the point where Gunk got Kyurem-Black, there were so many better Ubers. I think even Zamazenta was available, and I will never ever understand the pick, and I think she's also regretting it.
yes, crap, Terrazarud, yes, that thing's gonna be a demon. But one thing I am noticing on this team, there is one singular rocker in Glamora.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good one, to be fair.
Yeah, all I'm saying,
But
I find it funny. In the coach chat, Gunk was like, "Wait, does Ursaluna not get rocks?" We were like, "No,"
whoops.
but yeah. This team has like really good U-turn. Like it has good momentum. Zapdos, Galar, Rotom, Walsh, Zarude. The removal is Mortal Spitting Glamora.
Lemora. Yeah, that's about it. I really don't like the structure of this team because the fact that Glimora is the only rocker means it can barely ever run offensive. Like if you need hazards, you're gonna have to bring them Glimora, and it's going to like limit team building and it's going to limit your like offensive options because you can't run some shit like a rock polish meteor beam,
I
which
agree
is
with
really
I agree with everyone saying in chat that the Glamora being removal is a yikes because it forces in the steel types, and as we know, Kyurem-Black can break steel types with its physical attack, so not great.
yeah. Also, there is the last 2 months, Crocalor is good. I mean, it's unironically good.
Which
But I
I'm
would trade that and Chimeco for something that can get up rocks. Like anything.
yeah.
Or something that can help with removal. Like, for example, an Ava like Hisui with Terra, even though it's not the most optimal thing because you want Zaru to Terra, it's still going to be an emergency backup.
They're paying
Like,
8 extra points for Zeruditera, Why would it not Terra? I believe it's 8 extra points they're paying to Terra. Or it could be 9. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Zarude doesn't need to
Yeah,
Terra in
9.
every single match because Zarude is a great Pokemon anyways. Like, you need to Terra Zarude when you need it to sweep. If you don't need it to sweep, it's not necessary to Terra. So they could, like, I feel like Hisui, I feel like is a perfect backup mon to have, like, in case you need it for a specific matchup because it also gets rocks. Like, it gets rocks and spin.
Yeah, I like
It
that a
really
lot as
helps.
well, just as a backup, because it could be really nice. But yeah, like, I agree with what Will said. Steals Force and Blood Moon G's out, which is honestly fair enough. And Crocolore, I guess. But yeah.
Blood Moon is fine for steals, and also Magirna, like, do you
Yeah.
really want to bring in your steel type into a Specs Focus Blast?
That's also a
Because
thing,
I do
yeah.
think that
I find it interesting
Because
that
I do think that, bro, let me finish, man. Specs Magirna, I've used this mon and I won a chip, so I know. I think its best set is Specs. Like, it's very predictable when it runs, double dance. It's very easy to deal with, I feel like.
yeah, it's
Except if the matchup is really bad.
just have an Iron
The
Moth with
best is Specs.
Whirlwind.
Yeah, just on Specs because, like... Oh, I'm the goat. Anyways, as I was saying, it's the best because like Fleur Cannon barely has any switch-ins. You only need like one coverage move max, and then you run Volt Switch, Spikes, or Trick. Then you can just punish steals by either going for Focus Blast or setting up Spikes,
Or Sphere.
which do a very which do a lot in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the steal type though. Like last season, I always liked Focus Blast more because it killed things, while Aura Sphere didn't.
Yeah. I see Will says that
Yeah,
the
I agree with
defensive is better, and honestly,
Yeah,
it's pretty good. But like the defensive utility is like pretty decent on this thing. But like, well, one thing I am noticing, I like I like him a lot more because of the momentum of like Magirna Volt Switch, Rotom Volt Switch, Zarude U-turn and such. But like one thing I'm noticing, both Ubers are walled by a bulky steel. So if you can bring in like Blood Moon on that, you're solid. So Loki, I think this
I
team
wouldn't say walled because Mag isn't
or
really
Sphere, yeah.
nothing really hard walls Magirna because anything that can deal with it can get tricked an unwanted item or get focus blasted in the dome. So like.
I want to say this team is a. I'm gonna put it as 7 just because of the Glamora being the removal.
I'd say it's 6.5. I don't like the speed tiers either because there's a glaring hole between Zap and Spectrier, and
No,
below
you
Zarude
yeah
and
you
below
for,
Zarude the team is really slow. I mean, they can run Trick Room because there's Magirna and Blood Moon, but still, I don't think Trick Room is a viable
yeah
playstyle
yeah
anyway. So.
Chris, you forgot Zarude's faster than G-Zap, so it's back to Zarude. 105,
Oh
130
yeah, my
105.
bad.
Yeah,
Still, the difference is not that big between G-Zap and Zarude, but between Zarude and Spectre it is.
yeah, for sure.
And as I said, the rest of the team is slow as balls. There's a lot of things that can like easily run Modest or Adamant and like have a field day. That's what I don't like about this team.
But
And
yeah,
also that once again the defensive mons really don't synergize well. And Magirna, and because there's not a good variety of defensive, there's not a good defensive core, Magirna might be forced into running bulky in a lot of matchups where it doesn't want to. And I
yeah,
think that's really bad.
yeah, and I agree with what Will said. Like in Paldea, 130 105 is fine because like mons that can go modest on Spectre can't out like for example Gengar still forced Timid because of Zarude. Like for example. So, like, it's still really good. There are barely any viable monster
That's
opponents at
fair.
speed gap. Yeah, exactly.
That's fair, but at the same time, you have mons like Roaring Moon and Cindervase that can run Adamant and outspeed most things.
Yeah.
And that's something you don't want.
Actually, wait.
Because the mons that are on that speed tier are all very dangerous.
I don't. Hold on, let me just double check. I don't think Cinderace can go adamant versus that.
And also
I'm gonna
Miascarada.
double check.
Miascarada can
Meow
also
can.
run
Know that for a fact, but I don't know
Adamant.
if. Let me just check. Can Cinderace? Let me just double check. Cinderace. So because it's 119, so Adamant goes is it's 337, so it's just lower than Zarude. So you gotta go. It's a Grand Meow, Torn, Weave. Yeah, like Fizz said, like those four are the only ones that can go Adamant. So honestly, I like
Yeah,
this team a
guys, my
lot.
bad. I wasn't too familiar with Zarude's speed tier.
Yeah, it's
I
105. It's
always thought
not
it
the
was.
worst.
I always thought it was slightly slower than what it actually is.
So yeah, I like Gunk's team. It's pretty good. Just I'd say like maybe gonna like one more rocker or something like that, and that seems like really good. So yeah, let's move on to Chris's team. Let's see. So Chris, what do you want to say about
Here
your
we
team?
go.
So, this team,
Wait, my team's
this
my
team.
team. Honestly, it's not one of my best teams, but I feel like it can work because, like, look, I didn't get the best
Uber
egg
core.
spot, and my Ubers, I got these Ubers because I wanted to try something, and also like mostly for Solgaleo, there wasn't something better that fits more with
At least,
skin Palkia.
okay, well, at least this time
Yeah,
you
Will.
don't
Yeah,
have to
Will.
pay.
It's mid.
You don't have to pay 20. You don't have to pay 16 extra points to Terra Regieleki. It was only 20. It was only 11 extra points. Originally, it was Terra for 26
Yeah.
points, but now it's Terra for 21 points.
me talk. Let me talk about my team.
Go ahead.
Anyways,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, it's hard.
Aleki, as I said, as I'm gonna said, as I'm gonna said, as I'm gonna say in my builder, I know Aleki's mid, but in this team it offers a lot. I really like the speed control, the pivot, and the rapid spin. Like at that point, I really needed removal. Like Moth without removal, like being forced boots or something, is bad.
Yeah, and Will is right. It is
Yeah,
the only removal.
Yeah, I never said Gliscor gets defog. I know it doesn't anymore. That's
Still
why I
too
said that I
much.
have Eleki for that. Like, I heavily rely on Eleki to like spin shit away. And also, screens just really works well with this team. Because like, there's a lot of things I can benefit. A lot of setup guys, and especially Solgaleo, I can do some really crazy shit with it behind screens.
Yeah, and like I can just see it because like Terra Regia, like you just run like screens and then like you can add like go into like Bulk Up Palkia. You can go into Weakest Volley Solgaleo, like Booster Speed Moth or like Booster Bubble Attack Moth with Agility, Sword Dance Gliscor. Like if you just get, you can go hyper offense setup with screens.
Yeah, well, I get it. Well, I get it, but the biggest issue regarding Eleki is the Giratinas. And
Yeah.
funnily enough, I faced both Giratinas in the first 2 weeks, which is hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the team. Porygon 2 is a very good normal type for sure. Very good normal for sure. For Basket Legion. As we saw what
Yeah,
happened Chris
honestly,
versus me last season. Yeah. But yeah, this team is honestly like very, like honestly like just looking at this, Palkia, Sogal, only thing I'm seeing is the round 3 Sylve might be a tiny bit too early. That's the only thing I'm seeing about it. Like I get
yeah, but
Sylveon is
I
there.
really needed I really needed the fairy type, and I was scared that I was gonna final fairy. Like, in the last 2 seasons in the UPA, like I went to pick my fairy round 4, and most of the good ones were gone.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted Tusk round 3. I didn't expect it to make it back to me. But you see, like, when I got Regieleki, almost every good hazard remover was gone. And I
Yeah.
needed something pronto.
Also,
So
by
I
the
feel
way,
like Eleki, like,
yeah. Go ahead.
also, what I wanted to say is about Eleki is that, what was it? I don't like the fact that Palkia, like my fastest Pokemon by a long shot, is locked into an item. That means that it's like, it really hates hazards, especially webs. So I needed, like, Regieleki is really important for that, like to actually be able to have some speed control going on. And to, like, I don't like the mod. I don't.
I see
This,
Fist
if the best thing, It's the best thing I could have got. It's not actually that good. I know. I'm not stupid. Don't insult my intelligence, pretty please. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That is so
Yes,
funny. Oh my gosh.
You're right. It is copium removal. Exactly. But yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. I'm gonna go over to Chris, bro. You're making this so funny. Oh my gosh. Bro, it's so okay. So Chris, Chris,
I have a very mixed. What is it? What is it? Can I not talk about my team?
Go ahead.
Please, Jesus. Just say what you want to say.
No, I was done. Go ahead. I just like to ramble.
All right. Yeah. I of course the Gliscor was a forced pick as well. Like not because it's bad, but because there was no good grounds left. Fist got Tingus Pingus. I wanted Tingus Pingus. I mean, I was considering it, but it got taken. So even if I wanted it that badly, I wouldn't get it. So yeah. P2. Originally, I wanted Chansey, but then I saw a Lost Confide and shit, which is really lame because it means, oh, Uber gets up a sub and, like, I'm gooped. So I
Fist.
got P2 instead because it cooked me when Ryan used it against me, and I'm like, hey, even with all the knockoff users, this thing is actually really fucking good.
Fist. One of the reasons why
Sinistra,
I also want to see Terra's Crafty, but one of the reasons because his Terra hat literally doubles in size, which is hilarious. I've seen Terra's Crafty in game. Its hat is like double the size of its body, which is hilarious. I don't know why,
you know
but
what's
it
funny,
is.
Fist? You know what's funny, Fist? I mostly got Scrafty to be a Gloomon. Like, of course, it can cook up something, especially if I get screens up with the Frodre Gielecki. But it's mostly like I saw its defensive capabilities and how much it fits my team, and I'm like, shit, that's actually kind of good. Especially like what did I want to say about it? Like it's one of the best checks there is to stuff like Deoxys-Attack and other very strong offensive psychic types, which is like a big deal. For example, like it could be really nice versus Lunala, and even though it can run Moonblast like in Terra, and like be like less bad into it. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, it chokes a lot of boxes here, honestly.
it
This team
really
is really good.
all around like yeah all around it really betters my team. And last but not least, I mean, no, I'm not gonna talk about Glimet, or I am. For 1 point, that is insane value. That thing is really strong and it gets
Yeah,
all
for
the
one, I
yeah.
agree. And someone in chat said Meteor Beam Glimmer time. Chris, they're not real.
Bro, guys, don't tempt me. Don't
Lunala's no
fucking
match for
tempt me, I
Glimmet.
swear. Don't tempt me, bitch. Okay. Alright. Sinistra. Honestly, I'm really excited to use Sinistra. I know, like, originally I got it to be my ground resist because my team, before I got it, was absolutely fucked by ground types. Like, look at my team before Sinistra. Everything gets absolutely smoked except from maybe Gliscor, and even then, like, they don't like switching into ground moves. So I needed Sinistra. And I've also seen it being used with weakness policy, calm mind, and stuff like that. And I feel like it can also be really scary. Not only because of its sweeping capabilities, or even just clicking Matcha Gacha and burning things. Like, it has a lot of value.
Indeed, yeah.
So, yeah,
I
that's
like
it. I don't think I have anything.
I think it's good. Like I think
We
Chris'
didn't
team is,
talk about Terramoth, but
I think Chris' team is good. I think it's gonna
yeah,
be it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a let's think. I'm gonna put this at an 8.5. I like it a lot.
I'd say it's either an 8 or an 8.5. It has some glaring flaws that I really don't like. Like,
And
it's not a team that I would be like, fuck yeah, let's go, I'm so glad I got this. I mean, it's a really good team, and I am happy with it. But I am not... My standards are really high, basically. That's what
yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Only thing I'm saying is the yeah.
It's harder to keep up.
On T-pose, yeah. And then now let's go to my team, which is really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I really like my team. My team's really interesting, not gonna lie. Yeah. By the way, Zama was originally I had Zekrom.
Oh, also,
Zamazenta
one
was
last
dropped in
comment about my
Grace.
team. I can't wait to see who I'm gonna sweep with Mofustera this time. Anyways, going on to Ryan's.
But yeah, as you see, yeah, Regen Core with Kyurem-White. I'm so excited he's Kyurem-White. Y'all
Bro,
know I'm so excited he's Kyurem-White.
bro.
Kyurem-White's the GOAT. He is so
Brother.
goated.
This team is evil. This team is fucking evil. Like, triple regen, Ditto, fucking Zamazenta, Kyurem-White that has no switches. Like, it's not even that it's like the best team ever. It's just evil. It's evil. Like, holy shit. That's Terrator, man. With jigging. Oh my god. These mons together cause me to have a fucking aneurysm. I can't.
Well,
I fucking can't.
yeah, bro. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie, like, my team.
Bro,
I like it a lot. So basically,
a
what
moment
happened?
of silence. A moment of silence for everyone who has to face this shit. AKA,
Basically, what happened with
fuck
this
me.
team? This team is very good in my opinion because it's like it has everything it needs. Like personally, like I'm just looking at it like Kyurem-White. It's so strong. Basically, the idea of my team was I said more in my draft analysis, which is actually live by the way now. But basically Kyurem-White. I wanted G King mainly because it G King absorbs the fairy moves
Ryan,
and
look
can
at
surely
chat.
out.
Look at chat. Look at
So he gets
chat.
self-destruct 6 times. But but yeah, this team
Guys,
is it's
also, I am guilty. I am guilty. Guys, let me tell you this. I told him to get a Lomomola. I told him to get it.
yeah.
He also really wanted to get Terratorn T, and he saw, and I told him about my results, of course, last season.
Yeah, I
So
wanted
you,
Terratorn T, but I'm like everyone's gonna hate me
guys,
because
throw your
Regenerator.
tomatoes at me. I take responsibility for this monstrosity of a team.
But yeah,
Holy
like,
shit.
I just, bro, I'm just being honest. I just, like low key, before the season started, I put in my prep doc Kyurem-White, Slowking Galar, and just see what I'm just. If I get it, great. If I don't, gotta replan, and I got it. So I was so glad. I was so glad to. I was so glad to get this. This is such a good like. By the way, that was a final round Zama because Endless dropped Zama in Grace, and I snagged up immediately. I dropped Zekrom on his head, and I snagged up Zama immediately, which helps with my team so much. So this team is really good in my
That
opinion.
really improves your team. Like, bro, your team, like, with replacing Zekrom with Zama, brings it up from a 5.5 to, like, an 8.5?
Yeah,
Say?
8.5. Yeah, so we're both 8.5. That's fair. Yeah.
Like, Zama is a huge deal because it offers you that ginormous speed tier, the bulk, the, like... Zama can do a lot of things other than just iron defense and body press. It can, like, as I said, speed control with boots. It can run expert belt and smoke things. It can even, like,
Choice band,
be a
choice
defensive
life
one that
orb.
freezes.
Life orb as a whole is my favorite item of Zama. I love
Yeah.
life orb.
Yeah. Although you know what would make your team better? If you had spikes.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
don't
gonna
have
lie. I
anything
was
with
looking
spikes.
at that. Like I was looking at some of my face. Like I was like, okay, maybe if I drop Crocodile for Sandy Shocks, but maybe if I drop Crocodile for Sandy Shocks, getting another Pokemon to replace Eel. But like I'm not gonna lie. Like I was looking at and I'm like, dang, I wish I had spikes on this team. So that might happen in the
honestly,
future. Who
Crook,
knows?
Crook is a better mon than Sandy Shocks, but I feel like Sandy Shocks fits much more on this team.
Yeah, the only reason why I like Crook a lot is because A, Dark type, and B, we have it's basically outside of Scizor and Zama, my entire team is special on the
Yeah,
offensive side.
exactly.
So like yeah, that's my team. I think it's really good, and yeah,
Oh yeah, never mind. I take it back then. I forgot about the issue.
yeah, and now we are going. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Once again, I am going to find it. But now we are moving on to find. We are now moving on to. Yep, I found. Okay, so now we are going to be going to Fist and the cult of the mighty Rootin' Tootin' Bash Militia Brothers. They're evil twins.
Okay,
They're
okay, don't say it again. Don't say it again. Okay, it's enough. It's enough. One
Fair
time is
enough.
more than enough. Fist. By the way, if you're still here and you missed it, he said the full name of the fucking team in the beginning of the stream.
I did indeed. But yeah, Fist team.
I get my golden go.
But looking at Fist team, it's good, but the last 2 mons aren't doing anything. This is the 7-mon draft. Or 8-mon draft, whatever, 8-mon draft. Actually, technically 7-mon because Medopagos, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll continue. I'm joking, obviously. I've actually been using Pagos in the league. It's actually been showing work, so it's actually not that worst. But yeah.
Pagos is good, but I still think it's overrated.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's severely overpriced in every league I've ever seen it be at.
But yeah, we have like Rayquaza, Fluttermane, which is just an insane Uber core. Loki, that's an insane Uber core. Fluttermane Ray, I like that a lot. And then we have like Loki. This thing just broken. Like we have Ting-Lu, Ogerpon Wellspring, and by the way, here y'all know what happened. But that shape, bro, what happened? Okay, so since we're here, I'll just say it. So in the draft, Fish tried to draft 2 Ogerpon forms with intent to bring both in the same game. We had a long discussion about that one. It basically what the ruling was basically he could not bring both to a single game when he dropped Cornerstone because he tried drafting Wellspring and Cornerstone. We did not allow that, so he got Skyman instead. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Skyman, I guess it's more. I mean, we all say that this thing's a fraud. Now that it lost, Now that Covercloak exists, but it's still decent. Like, I don't know. Like forcing your opponent to run a suboptimal item just to not get flinched.
I got Skyman out of spite. Spite.
Yeah, bro. Forcing your opponent to run a suboptimal item just to not get flinched to death it really helps. Although yeah, overall this team, I honestly once again don't like the what's it called?
No, this team's
The
really
defensive core. The defensive core, like defensively, Lu, Gold, and maybe even the Rap will like have to hard carry by themselves.
and Arcanine too. Arcanine can be very defensive too. It lost port sadly, but like it has so many good tools. Like it has Earthquake on the Ting-Lu is really good defensive. Golden Go is awesome.
I dislike the fucking what's it called? The lack of a defensive Terra. Like the best Terra, other than the 2 unviable shitters in.
It's Terra Water, which is honestly pretty decent. Water is really good.
Yeah, but the thing is that Ogre can only do 1 type, obviously. So yeah, that's not.
Whoa! I wonder what's gonna Terra into. That's crazy. But yeah,
Ogre can be bulky.
It
Ogre
can,
be
yeah,
bulky
with
too,
Synthesis. Synthesis, yeah, I have read Synthesis on the Ogre Pawn, so that's not bad.
Yeah,
So,
me
yeah.
too. I had Ogre Age and I run Synthesis
Yeah.
Spikes either Knife Cudgel.
For sure. So
Those
yeah,
Spikes won me the game.
I like this team. So I'm gonna run Fist. I think it's I could have Terra it rocked.
You could have not wasted your Terras on 2 shitters that you're never gonna bring.
But yeah,
whatever.
Fist. I think this is it's very off. I think it's like an 8.5. I know we're all doing like all the same rank for every team. These teams are all just good. Like just to me, like
For me, it's a 7.5 because it seems a bit messy to me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. So yeah, I couldn't afford more Terra lol. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, or you could have just ran. Or you could have done this. You could have literally just. Oh yeah, I don't think Suitable and Hypno were any Terra cat. Yeah, they weren't any Terra attacks. Just saying Fist for Gigantamax Ogerpon week when you just get a forfeit loss, bruh. But yeah. The
Yeah.
next team we're gonna be
Yeah,
going
Cure
over.
is funny. You know what's the funniest thing? That you are good enough to win the chip with this fucking team. And it's not even that good. Like, for me, I'd say it's a 7. Like, I like what the team brings into the table offensively, but defensively, it's weak to a lot of things. And
Yeah. Let me see.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
It's
Specifically ice. Like it's extremely weak to ice. Like the ice type 6-0s. Goldengo has to run like Max Fizz the Force per def
Arcanine
for
too.
every area. Yeah.
I just see it. Yeah. Chris getting packed by Hypno.
You're on thin ice, motherfucker.
He says Chris getting packed by Hypno, bro. I would, if that happens, I would actually just, I just see Chris DMing me,
Bro.
bro, I lost to a Hypno. I'd be like, you're kidding me.
No, you wouldn't, because if I lost to a fucking Hypno, you would never hear from me again. My Discord would be automatically deleted. I would book the closest, like the quickest flight to Bhutan, and I would go to become a Buddhist monk there. I would change my name to some like shit that you can't even pronounce. You would not even know I'm alive. Everything, every single detail, my digital footprint would be gone. Everything. It
You
would
just
like
be that one gif where the guy just goes peace and just disappears. That just be you. My
Like
gosh.
I would literally go live in the mountains, sipping tea 24/7, 365, and meditating my ass off.
I think you guys do
And
play.
even
I
and
think.
even after that, the demons will follow me to my grave.
I
So
get
yeah.
that. Yeah, alrighty. So, Fist team's good, and I think we're almost done, guys. We have 2 more teams left. You guys know that? We have 2 more teams left. This was the 12th
Fist, we
team.
do play. We do
Yeah,
play,
we
I
do
believe it's
play.
week 6.
Both of you do play, yeah. And then, now, so our next team. My face is going to be very small because we had to do it again because this is the only team that drafted 12 Pokemon. So, let's see. So, yeah, boom. Here. If it worked. Yep, here it is. Okay. So yeah, I'm small. Hi, I'm small. But yeah, we have Powdered Alga, which is a very good Uber core. Chris was like, bro, I can't wait to get Pow back on the Wii. I can't wait to get Pow with Palkia Origin. And then Pow's gone. He's like, no.
Yeah, unfortunate. That basically forced me. Wait, Brian, are you here? I can
Yeah, I'm
see you.
here.
Okay. That basically forced me to get Solgaleo because there was nothing else that is good with my team. I mean, I don't know if Zama was here by that time, but I figured that Zama. I wanted something that works well with Palkia
Both
specifically.
Zamas were there, so you could have gone a Zama.
Yeah,
But
but
Solgaleo's
I don't
fine.
know.
But yeah.
Yeah, Solgaleo's fine. I feel like I can make it work. I mean, I didn't say it in my. It's kinda like not the best, but if you like think outside the box, you can make it work for sure.
Okay, so one thing I
This
would.
team,
I'll just be honest with this. Looking at this team, um, I see one big weakness. You're the only
I have a
fire.
very strong opinion on this team.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
the
gonna
only
say. I'm gonna
fire
say
resist. The only fire resist is Chandelure. And I guess Terra Water Araquanid. But you got Terra for that. So yeah, what do you think, Chris?
I
What are
mean, to
you
be
gonna
fair,
say?
wait, doesn't Water Bubble make you resist fire moves?
No, it makes a neutral because it's part bug. But if you Terra Water,
No,
then you
no,
like
no. I
times.
mean, I'm talking about Water Bubble, dude. Doesn't Water Bubble
Yeah,
reduce the damage of fire type moves?
it reduces it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Fist. Thank you, Fist. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, what I have to say, this team is terrible. I hate it. It's the most messy team there is. The defensive mons like don't go, don't have good synergy. There's a hell of a lot of shit mons scattered around the team. Like, for example, why the fuck is there an Alola Slash that, like, it's not Terra and it's not on snow? Like, what the fuck is it gonna do? When is it ever gonna come? Like, this team is horrendous. And also, outside of Chien-Pao, the fastest Pokemon is Thunderous, which is just yikes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Like, this team basically loses to everything I could possibly, like, oh my god. Like,
Goki, I think your team's good. Chris thinks it's bad. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I think the team's crazy, but I like the POW. POW
Look,
can
man.
literally carry the team on its own. It's that strong.
I like the Uber combination. I like the combination of Ubers, but the rest of the team, I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah. I mean, it can be fixed in Grace with some, like, small changes.
No,
Like,
no longer
dropping
Grace.
like,
No longer Grace, but
no, not Grace. No, my bad.
transactions.
I mean in free agency.
Yeah.
Grace. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, but yeah, for me this team is like, I have to rate it. Let me look at Lamb's team again.
Yeah, looking at Lamb's team.
I'm gonna compare it to Lamb's and see.
Yeah, Fist. I was about to say the same thing. How was Cloudsire blue?
Yeah.
That's more of a purple.
This is even more messy. I guess Pao kinda saves this team, but even then, there's too many bad mons that I don't understand what they are doing here.
That's fair. I agree with what Era said. Pao can kill every Pokemon.
Annihilate is not as good as, like, if you guys still think it's good, this is 2025, the mon is very meh.
Okay, to be fair, it's very strong if you, like, give it boosts.
If you're stupid enough to click attacks that you shouldn't on it, then yes. Indeed.
But, and like, also, it prevents...
Annihilate basically... Like, Annihilate basically is the noob killer, because it doesn't allow you to brainlessly Volt Switch and U-turn. You have to actually think.
Goki, I don't. I saw that Haunter vid. I know you can cope with low tiers, but one thing I will say is Pao and Dialga are very good, and I low-key think if you can just get up hazards with like webs and spikes with Clodsire, if you can get spikes with Clodsire and just go into Annihilate, prevent any removal, you win the game. So it's like, it's a good team, I think.
I don't like it. For me, it's in the bottom of the pile, personally.
I think a fair argument is like 6, or what do you think?
Like, I'm sorry, Goki, nothing against you. I have nothing against anyone here. Like, seriously. I just really hate this team structure. Like, I like the Ubers, but the rest is awful. I'd say it's a 1, it's the worst team here.
You say it's a 1?
Yes. I really don't like it at all.
Wow.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I get proven wrong. I really do.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Because I don't like...
Wow.
Because I say I'm a hater. But I'm not that much of a hater. I mean,
yeah.
On, it's just a joke.
And now...
I'm a good guy in real life, I promise.
Okay. Yes. Goki, prove Chris wrong. Thank you. And then the final team we have is Soul Blaze and the Oslo City Dragon Dancers. And so they got bottom wheel DOA. How do we feel about that, guys?
Insanity. It's crazy that I made it so far. I was considering picking it, but I thought I already used DOA. I might as well try out Palkia because I never used it. I want to use it.
Yeah. So now we have Solbus as the last team. So yes.
This is a really good team. I like what it offers offensively. I don't think webs are all that necessary. Maybe it makes Semu more threatening and Giratina, but eh.
And also,
my biggest issue with this is that it has no ground type. Like, you need to Terra something to have a ground type. It's like really... I don't like being forced into a Terra to be able to deal with specific situations like this.
Also, yeah, honestly, no ground.
The scariest thing...
No ground sucks.
Yeah, like the scariest... the best thing about Terra is that you have options that you can do this and this and this and this. Like if your opponent has a scary electric type and you're forced Terra ground on like Arch, because Arch is the defensive Terra obviously, and I guess Basildon in some matchups, like that mon is actually decent unironically, but still yeah, I don't like the lack of a ground type.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like this team a lot. Well, like, let's be real. Webs are just there, just so Dio doesn't lose Scarfers. Let's just be honest. That's the reason why they're there. But like, DOA is so strong, and like, if the Dio is strong, but one thing I'm saying is if Sam, well, if you drop like, well, what would you even drop? I'd guess like maybe Tentacruel or maybe I'd say
I'd keep
literally if I was if they were in the game, I'd say drop Tentacruel, get Needle Queen, but Game Freak hates us apparently.
Honestly, I don't hate the Tentacruel inclusion because, like, having Semrot as your only water type doesn't seem all that optimal.
Yeah,
You
I
need
know,
another
but
water that can,
the only
like,
thing
fight
that
stuff.
the only thing that seems redundant is either the Ogrepon or the Bastiodon.
I'd say it's very bomby. Like, this team doesn't need webs. It really doesn't.
That's also fair, but that's their only fairy type.
Like, I would drop Ribombi and get something that glues the team a little better.
That's their only fairy type. I'm realizing this just now.
Yeah, that kind of
And
sucks, but still, like,
and they're
like
only
what exactly is Ribombi doing as a fairy, bro? I mean, come on,
bro.
it's not, it's
I'm looking at
very
this
big.
now. Um, Rabombi and Bastiodon are the only Dragon resists. Bro's gonna lose to drop a Draco. Drop a Draco. What
Yeah,
happened?
indeed is actually a decent check for normal types. I mean, it's not the best, but it's alright. It's
You mean
like,
for
yeah.
ghosts?
Or ghosts, yeah, dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of dark, yeah, this team doesn't like dark either.
Yeah.
Because the Ribombi is it's a web slave, bro. It's not gonna take any hits, obviously.
Good. I'm gonna run good Ubers. Ogre's fine. I like Ogre. Well, needs a ground. That's for sure.
Yeah, this team is fast as fuck.
Need to
Bro said fast as
ground.
fuck, boy.
And then I guess like the last one would be like, well, how would you rate this team? Let's be honest. How would you rate this team?
I'd say a 6.5.
Okay.
Because, like,
Yeah.
or actually, or maybe a 7, I don't know. Like, its offense is really good. Like, fucking DOA in the rain is nasty. Samurott getting free spikes. Fucking Terra Chaladon, even without rain, that thing is a problem. And
Yeah.
so is Lucha. Like, the offensive, no Ogre, of course.
Mhm.
So, yeah, like,
Yeah.
offensively, this team is really good. But defensively, it loses to everything. And I don't
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I'd say 6.5.
So yeah, that's all the teams, and now let me go over to the other screen where I am gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing the power ranking. So if I can just do it right
Yeah,
here.
can you please send me a photo of my ratings
I
in
definitely
the
can.
chat?
Yeah, I definitely can. But
Yeah, send me
yeah,
send.
there it is. Okay. Yup. Here is the power rankings. So we got it here. I'm gonna make sure I get chat. I want to read chat. But yeah. So go. So we have goaded A, B, C, D. Broder not cook. First off, lamb. I'm throwing did Broder not cook. Broder not cook. Let's be real. Broder not
Yeah,
cook.
yeah, last.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next.
absolutely.
Next. We
Actually,
have.
bro, also share. First off, bro, I told you, share me I need a photo of the ratings I have because I forgot about them, and I also need the link for the fucking earring thing. I need to do my ears too, so you can show them on stream.
I'll do them like. Hold on, just give it a sec. I can do it. Just hold on, just give it a sec. I'm just gonna pull up on my iPad. I can just grab it so you can. So let me just see. So if I can just
You're cutting
go.
off. What are you saying?
It's
You're cutting off.
I'm
I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything you're saying.
hello. Can you hear? Hello. Okay. So just make sure.
Okay, now I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Now I'm just getting the tier list for you to grab. Go over here for the tier list. Right. I'm gonna DM it right there. You can make your own. So let's see. So I'm putting lamb. These are my tierings. I'm gonna put lamb, and bro did not cook.
Nice.
He did not cook. Now I'm gonna put. We're gonna do in draft order. So Matt was So for Matt's team, I got everything here. All of our things. So Matt, we both put an 8. So I'd say it's A, right, or whatever.
Bro,
Yeah.
you keep cutting off about 100,000 times.
We both put
Also,
Matt an 8.
8 is not B, brother. It's like A.
A. Yeah, I have an A right now. I have 8 and A.
Wait. Yeah.
So, and then for Ducky,
Okay, so
I had an A, but I'm gonna.
send me, bro. Can you send me the picture of the notes of the rate or type that?
I can just type. Hold on. So, let me just make sure. So,
To be fair, I'm also yapping a lot, but the yap master is definitely dashing Septal himself.
so we have Ducky, Will, what? Missed one page. And then we have, okay, so I got that, so then, I hope everyone has been enjoying this draft stream. It means a lot to me. So I believe we both said that since me. Okay, those are all of your rankings. If you check DMs, they are there.
Alright. Thanks. They got me. Shit, man. I mean...
Waffle time? What do you mean waffling, Subtile Will? What do you mean? Not a waffler. I'm not a... I'm not...
Bro,
I'm
did
not
you
a...
just realize this now?
What? I just saw, yeah. Well, I am not a
What's your
waffler,
grade?
and I'm not a bag fryer, okay? I am not a waffler or a bag fryer, okay? I don't put the fries in the bag, okay?
Alright. Well, while we wait for you, I do my rankings. I will send you the screenshot and you will show it to the people.
Got it, okay. So, I'm going to, so I'm gonna put, okay, so what do I think is goated? I think for goated we have, I think I like putting, I'm gonna put Maki's and goated. I think Maki, myself, Chris, and who else do we have 8.5 for? I think that 9.5, 8.5s are goated. Let me see.
I will put mine at 8. Not 8, A.
A, okay.
I'd say the only one that... I mean, it's your rankings, but I'd say the only one that's goated is Maki's.
Yeah, I get that. But also mine's like insanely genius to face, but like we have 8. I'm gonna put Gunk in A. Actually, bottom A for now. Let me just see. So let me just go through alphabetically. So Ducky we did in draft order. So we have Mika at 8. So that's an A for sure. And I think it's better than Ducky's. Maki is 9 for sure. Let's see. We have looking at this, Will in 8.5. I'm gonna put that also like bottom of S. Or A S. Endless is 7, so I'm gonna put that in B. Actually, then we have Frito, which was A. So Frito, I think we're gonna do like this, I think. And then we're gonna be having Fist, I also think is top of C. And I think these are accurate. So we have I think these are accurate, like low-key. So what I have for mine is so we have at Goated, I have Maki, Chris, myself, and Will. At A, I have Matt, Mika, Ducky, and Frito. I have for B, we have Fist, Gunk, and Endless. C, we have Soulbiz and Goki. And then we have the Brodinut Cook, specifically for Lamb. He gets to be there by himself. Because what the heck? He gets to be there all by himself.
All right, let me see what he cooked. All right, fair enough.
I do not bag waffle fries, Will. What do you mean? I do not bag waffle fries.
Let me check real quick. No, I don't need this. Rather do this. This. Guys, sorry for taking 200,000 years. I swear I'm gonna be quicker. Just give me a few.
But yeah, I think these tiers are good. But yeah, like I'm hoping everyone has honestly enjoyed this stream. This took me way too long to set up with all the slides, making them individually. So shouts to me for that. But yeah, I hope all of you have honestly enjoyed this. This has been a memorable experience. Let me just make sure. Let me just scroll up so there's no ads or whatever. Mean ads like there. That. So that is the image for y'all. We have. So as I said before, that's the image for that is the tiering for UPA. We've
All
goaded.
right, hold on. I'll have to show mine. Where the fuck is it?
If you can get the image, I can put it on a separate tab and we can look at it.
Don't be so hesitant to finish everything off, my dude.
I'm sorry,
Shit,
it's
wrong
habit.
goddamn fuck. Where is it, man? Is it on downloads? Oh yeah, it's on downloads. There it is.
Let me see. So. Oh gosh, you are ruthless. You are ruthless, Chris. You are ruthless.
Yeah.
Dang.
I actually had lamb on hot garbage too, but literally only the Ubers, like the existence of this Uber combo, at me. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be nice enough.
Here. Okay. So y'all, I don't know. This is what. One more. This is what Chris did. This is what Chris thinks of the. This is what Chris thinks.
Fist. Can I tell you something, Fist? Please, let me tell you something. In order to be able to talk at all, I have to out-yap him. Have you not realized this already? Like, there's a pattern. when bro can't shut the fuck up, I have to start yapping harder so I can outclass his yapping. Understand what I mean?
It's hard, okay? But yeah, honestly, this is fair, but like, bro, why would you put cookies in hot garbage, bro? Do you have lambs in D, bro? Hot garbage is crazy to me.
I did give it a 4 originally, so I have to put him in D. I don't flip-flop like this, man. Like, it just doesn't.
That's crazy. You put the mon that can win every game in hot garbage. That's crazy. So for y'all that don't know, I'm gonna send both of these in the coaches chat. But
Ryan,
basically,
Ryan. No coaches chat. The announcements, bro. The announcements of everyone.
Yeah.
Not just the fucking coaches chat.
Yeah. So.
The everyone announcements.
Yes, indeed. So yep.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is that. What do I want to say? I want to say something. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ryan. We are ranking teams here, not individual mons. If it wasn't for Qianpao, I would have given this team a 0. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So Chris is our.
Of course, Qianpao can win games on its own. But the thing is, this is a team game. You bring 6 mons, not 1.
Yeah, you bring it goes not 1. That's true. But yeah, I think. But yeah. With that, I think that's it for.
Honestly, maybe I put my team a bit too high.
Maybe, but that's everyone. I want to say thank you to Chris for joining me today, and I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for joining us this draft stream.
I also wanna thank everyone for tolerating our yapping, especially mine, because I have to take responsibility for myself. But I will also for my friend here.
But yeah, I want to thank I want to just take a big moment to thank everyone.
I apologize for being a hater.
But yeah, I want to just thank everyone here for coming here. This means a lot. And I'm hoping everyone's looking forward to the week 1 games being posted next Wednesday. And make sure to check out all the cookies below. And also make sure to check out all the week 1 games going up. Draft analysis are not required, but they are recommended. So if you have the time to check them out, please do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Thank you to Chris.
If you said that, but like the stream, bitches.
Yeah, make sure to leave a like and comment below for the stream, and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, make sure you also check out my good friend Chris. Get him. He's so good. So just make sure you get.
Thanks a lot, man.
Make sure
You're cutting out, and I can't hear what you're saying.
Make sure you show everyone love, and yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my subtitle squad. And to everyone else who's watching, thank you.